The stadiums are ready, the draw has been made. 29 teams know their fate, but who will succeed and who will struggle at the 2022 FIFA World Cup?
Hello there and welcome to another episode of Football Now from Doha. And what better place to bring you this week's episode than the home of the World Cup final, the Lusail Stadium, an iconic 80,000-seater arena and the only venue that will host 10 games during this year's World Cup, concluding with that all-important final on Qatar's National Day of Sunday, December the 18th. Now, here's a quick reminder of how the groups are shaping up.
The draw threw out a fairly even spread of teams this year. Qatar's group includes international heavyweights the Netherlands, whilst reigning champions France have at least Denmark and Tunisia to contend with. Japan probably face the toughest task of the tournament. They must finish above Spain or Germany to qualify for the knockout stages. This week's focus, Group C, sees Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico and Poland going head-to-head. And one thing's for certain, all eyes will be on Lionel Messi. So can he finally lead his country to World Cup glory?
Messi left for Barcelona at the age of 13, and there was always a distance, between the Argentine public and Messi. He's not really one of us, he's a Catalan. From the moment that he fell out with Barcelona, it became clear that his priorities had changed and that Argentina was the most important thing for him. And the Argentine public have really responded to that. They love that. So his form for Paris Saint-Germain is pretty much irrelevant. And if he's coasting during the French league, all the better to reserve his strength for the World Cup.
The Lusail Stadium is based 15 kilometres or so outside of the country's capital, Doha. It'll host 3 Group C games, including Argentina's matches against Mexico and Saudi Arabia. As for the Saudi fans, thousands of them will be expected to make the short trip east to Qatar. It'll be the country's 7th ever World Cup. But how will the team fare?
They had a very, very successful World Cup qualification campaign leading up to the Qatar 2022. But I think they're an organised team. They had probably the toughest group out of Group A and B in the third stage of the Asian World Cup qualification. They beat Japan, they beat Australia, they beat Oman, they beat China, they beat Vietnam. They scored 12 goals in the process. They showed that they know how to win games. I think they're going to come into this. They're in a very tough group, Argentina, Poland, Mexico. I'm not expecting them to win anything, but I think they might give some of those teams a run for their money. Wouldn't be surprised if they got a draw or two either. So I think they'll do well. I'm hoping they do, so they could represent Asian football in the best manner possible.
Now, the weather has been a big topic of conversation in the build-up to Qatar. Despite this being a Winter World Cup, the country are taking no chances. The majority of stadiums have inbuilt air conditioning pitchside. It means that players will be competing in average temperatures of around about 17 degrees Celsius. Here's Dr. Cool.
The players will not feel the movement of air around them, but they can feel the temperature. And I can give you a good example. In 2019, we played the World Athletic Championship in Khalifa Stadium, which was an open outdoor cooled stadium. So I was there every day, and the players, it was the best tournament for them. They broke their personal best and they broke a lot of world records. And I was asking the players, why you are exerting yourself like this? They said, because we feel that we're not going to hurt ourselves thermally. We're competing outdoor as if we are competing indoors. And that's why they gave it 110% of their effort. And this is one legacy we wanted to demonstrate, is that we looked after the players and give them the best thermal comfort, that they just enjoy the game and give their personal best.
Now, around 17 million tickets were applied for in the first phase of sales. 800,000 have been sold so far. Qatar themselves are expecting around about 1 to 1.5 million fans to enter the country during the tournament. We spoke to some of them about what it means to be a part of the biggest competition in sport.
I see this is really great. Not only for me, but for many young people and many other people just around the globe. It's not only for Poles living in Poland, but also us spread across the globe, and also for many people from other countries living in the Middle East for 12 years. The team is very motivated, especially with leadership of Lewandowski, and our new coach, who is taking charge and giving a new boost of energy to the entire team, and that I hope it will be a great tournament as well for Polish team.
I think the World Cup means the perfect chance to show our players, to show our game, and in there we can show that we didn't have a bad football here. Mexicans always travel to the World Cups. We were in the US Cup, in France, in Korea, Japan, Germany, South Africa, Brazil, Russia. So it was, we are really crazy fans. We were in everywhere. So I think Qatar 2022, it won't be different. Mexicans will be there, surely.
Well, that brings us to the end of this week's Football Now from the Lusail Stadium. We'll have plenty more World Cup content coming your way over the next few months. And do let us know at home who you think will win this particular group using the hashtag FootballNowQatar. And we'll see you soon for more Football Now.